So I get one of those, you see you married guys. You don't see you guys got married. That was your first mistake. Got married. I don't got married. Yeah, then. And I'm very libertarian. Can I go visit my family? Of course you can. Why would I prevent you from visiting your family? Don't ask me to visit your family. Go visit your family. You got one. They like you. You like them. Go visit your family. I'll be gone for 9 days. Bye. Secret to a healthy relationship. Get the fuck out of each other's hair for extended periods of time. We've been doing this for years. So it is. I'm going to go visit. She just decrees. She doesn't ask for a permit. I decree I shall go visit my family. Get the fuck out of here, woman. Get out of my hair. And if you married guys out there, you know how precious that is. Oh my God, I got the place to myself. Now you guys go play video games. You rub on out to Nebraska, whatever. I like getting projects done. Not that I don't get them done when the GF ain't here. But I'll write a book about it someday. But when you're doing projects, women always want to know why. Like a little kid. Why? Will you shut the fuck up? Look, this project's going to take forever. Get out of my you know how I don't get, don't get in her kitchen. Ladies, don't get in his garage. Well, why are you doing it? Look, this is going to take literally 10 times the amount of time with you hawking over me. Will you go back into the fucking kitchen? Take your damn shoes off. I'm kidding. You women should wear heels and French maid outfits when you're in the kitchen. And make me some cookies. Anyway, I get all my work done anyway. But now I'm like, okay, do what I want. Don't have to be perfectly clean with the dishes and all that. And the GF wants a red bench. Not randomly. She just didn't wake up someday and like, I want a red bench. We were sitting there and we realized that on the west side of the house, it gets a little warm during the warmer days of summer. If the sun's out, because it just beats the hell out of the west. The west side. We're thinking like, well, we'd like to, then we could go. Oh, wow. Really? God, I remember the internet did suck. Want to go sit on the east side where there's shade on a hot day. And, she said, well, I'd like a bench. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a bench either. And the only reason is she didn't want the red bench. I said, I'm going to paint it red. Why red? Because I got an extra spray paint can of red that I used to touch up a vise in my workbench. And I have an issue throwing away paint. It's not good for the environment. Not a big environmentalist, but just, I don't want to throw away a can of paint. So I was like, okay, I'll get a bench. Just an old, simple bench, right? You think this is simple. You think they got to have it at the store. Where's the store? Oh, there's a ton of stores in Rapid City. I drive up north to Rapid City on the hunt for a bench and a bunch of other shit, right? Gonna go to town. Grab all. I got a list. I got in my wallet. Stop at the Menards. And I hit up. This was a mission. It was to find the bench. So I hit all the logical places. I go to Menards. I go to Lowe's. I go to Fleet Farm. I go to the antique stores. What else did I hit? The Reuse It Center, which is a great place, by the way. Almost found some tools I could use. I'm like, I already got one. And none of them jumped out. They have that wicker, waterproof, gonna break in 2 years if the sun hits it too much. I'm looking for an old school wood bench, right? I'll be honest, it's more for me to just get rid of the spray paint can of red I got. And I just want to sand it down, spray it, get it all gleamy and shiny, and just have my bench. None of them, they're all wicker or they're metal and they're not ornate enough. And the baseline, I'm like, well, I know I could get that on the internet. I found one. They wanted $450. Get the fuck out of here. What was that? Was that Lowe's? Get the fuck out of here. And then I said, wait a minute. Atham looked this up. In between Fleet Farm and Lowe's is this place called At Home. The only reason I know about it is that this is a great place. It's a woman's store. No doubt it's a woman's store. But for you guys, you definitely, if you ever need to furnish a house, little pillows or some kind of fixtures. To be in defense of them, they got a pretty healthy selection. So I'm like, wait, they got to have outdoor stuff. So I go there and they got some okay stuff, but nothing that beats what I could find online. I found a little stepping stool that I need. What's going on? I swear to God, you all wait. You all wait. What is it? What is it? God damn, man. This beeps, that beeps. What's going on? This isn't important. It's not important. So I'm at home. I found a step stool that I need so my girlfriend could put her long legs up while I play video games. Like, this isn't comfortable. Is it because I'm a caring fucking boyfriend? I need you to be comfortable. Otherwise, you won't wear your heels and walk around my house serving me cookies. And then that committed me to the checkout lane. And then I'm reminded that at home is purely a female store. So I get there and it doesn't seem that long of a line. They make you do the Disneyland entrance so you see all the crap that you don't want or need. You got to walk 8 miles in a zigzag pattern to get to the checkout. And there is no more than 4 ladies in front of me. Now, let me ask you, 4 ladies in front of me. How long do you think it took me to check out? And it's not I won't do it because I'll end up in jail. I won't, but man, I could go falling down sometimes, right? Just shink, shink, duck, 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 duck. I watched all 4 ladies just literally all 4 of you took at least twice the amount of time. And surprise, sit down. Has everyone got their sitting down chairs? You can buy sitting down chairs at home. I'm glad you're all sitting down. The checkout clerks were women too, and that slowed down the process as well. And it was almost like watching a National Geographic special. Like, what are these creatures that aren't human? Look at these funny creatures. Take forever to buy fucking worthless shit. Shit they really don't need. Knickknacks and doodads. That's really what it is. But every once in a while, you need a knickknack or a doodad. I will stand by my decision to buy pillows at home. They had some good pillows. I needed it. It accented my couch very well. No, I'm not gay. But I'm watching these gals buy their junk and you don't even need words because not one thing in the checkout line that has ever been uttered has ever had any serious remedy or even any practical consequences or use to the real world. And I'm fascinated. Like, don't you guys got to be somewhere? I already get pissed off. South Dakota's filled with a lot of old people. I'm not joking. It's a retired state. So you just get used to Herman not being having to go anywhere very quickly. But dude, really? You shop? Don't you want to go home? Don't you want to go get drunk? Don't you want to go to the movie? Don't you want to do anything but stand in the fucking line? Oh, you got. And then this happens more at Joanne Fabrics. Hey, Aaron, how do you know? Are you sure you're straight, Aaron? Yes, I'm sure I'm straight, but I've had uses for Joanne Fabrics. I had to make I've had several crafts I made, but I made a ashtray for my cigars and I had to put a backing on it. I've been to Joanne Fabrics. Then comes the discussion of, do you want to join our club? Are you a member? Do you have any coupons? Now, Joanne Fabrics is the worst on that. That's the worst. But I'm watching them. And well, what did you save? Did you save $1, sweet? Karen, did you save your $1? Did you save a whole $1? Good. You're going to need it to go pay for that RV you bought. And then it dawned on me, and I've had this thought before. I might have even done a video again before in the past, but it bears repeating again. I'm deadly serious. I want you girls to close the wage gap. Here's my goal as an economist. I want people as rich as possible and poverty whittled to a minimum. That was my goal Going into I want to be an economist. I know it sounds idealistic and stupid. So I don't say this out of meanness. And you girls got to get over this fucking fifis over real reals. You girls you want to close the wage gap. Well, that's another one right there. Knock it off with your fucking feelings and start living in the real world. That's a different discussion. But along that same vein of thought, like you need to accurately diagnose the problem. In addition to you girls, the number one cause of the wage gap between men and women is you women major in dumb shit, or you pursue low paying careers or dumb shit careers, right? Shut up. Take your feeling. There's Oprah. Look at what a successful, happy woman that billionaire is. Shut up and go be like Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, and Oprah. The second reason this wage gap still exists, it's simple. You don't work as many hours as men do per week. If I recall correctly, I helped out Myron write his book, Myron Gaines. God, it's not insignificant. It's like is it 100 hours a year? Maybe even 200. I want to say it's either 5 or 10%. It's one of those precise numbers. Men work, God, I want to say it's 10% more hours per week. Like 2,200, I'm sorry, 2,200 hours per year. I'd have to look up the data again. It's a significant percent. It's not a rounding error. It's significant. Men work more and we work in harder, more in demand fields. If you were to address those two issues, ladies, like you major in engineering, you become a tradesman, and you work the same amount of hours, you will close the majority of the wage gap, not all of it. Then they go into other things like actual discrimination, which you could convince me of it. It's pennies on the dollar, but that's not your main issue. One might say childbearing, and that plays into, well, then you're working less hours per week. But my God, I don't know why I didn't see this. You girls piss away time. You're slower. And I don't know if it's a genetic thing or a cultural thing or what, but man, I now one might argue, hey, Cappy, that's them shopping and out being social, right? Maybe that's their fun time. And at the office, they might got hustle. And I'll grant you, yes, of course, there's millions of people, men and women, and there are women who are fast and men who are slow. Going to get to that. But I sit and I look, and the old classic, sweetheart, we're going to the movies, and you're living in Minot, North Dakota, and it's 20 below zero with a 40 below zero wind chill. What happens? You pull up. She's been to the movie theater a billion times. The wind is howling. You pull up. You get out of your car, and you turn around. She's gathering her shit when she could have been gathering her shit 5 minutes before you got to the theater that you're fully aware of. I know anecdotal bits where I know a lady-man couple, a couple. Woman's complaining about not having enough time. And I know the man of the man-woman couple. It's like, it's because you don't manage your time well. It's true. I see evidence of time wasting. I'm trying to go back into my increasingly aged brain of the days I worked in the past. And maybe there was more gossiping going on amongst the women. Men just in banking anyway. Men destroyed. You guys are way more inefficient in different ways because you're always getting your sales, bro. Sales, bro. You're corrupt motherfuckers. You guys have your own problems to deal with. But when I'm looking at hustle, go, 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 go. Yeah, if I need someone to go on time and get the fuck ready, it's going to be a guy. Are there lazy and late men? Yes. But if you need someone on time, right? Your life depends on it. You don't know anything else about this person except they're a man or a woman. And you're going to die if they're late. Who you choosing? I'll choose a guy every fucking time. And just the lack of hustle. And I don't care what the cause is. One could argue it's genetics. One could argue it's culture. Cappy, you're just... It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I guarantee you, time mismanagement, being slower, not having the hustling going, that is also holding you girls back. There is no time. There is no time for jibber jabbering in front of the coffee thing. There is no time for socializing at work. Every once in a while, okay, maybe in debt, the office break or the lunch break or whatever. Maybe there's some kind of happy hour social activity. Here we go. Here we got the internet again. The internet could be slow. Yep, it is. Here we go. All right, looks like we're done. Hey, if if there was a way a labor economist could go in and measure efficacy, efficiency, like the percent of okay, you work 2,200 hours a year. How much of that was you actually working versus jibber jabbering and socializing and all the other bullshit? How much of that was not even socializing? Just, hey, let's walk a little faster here. Now, a lot of you, now let's introduce the men because women are not the only ones guilty here. Okay. I'm just trying to come up with a diagnosis like, hey, if you're really serious about closing the wage gap, maybe stop jibber jabbering around the water cooler, male or female. But, you know who complains the most of, well, can't all be like you? I'll give you a hint. I didn't do, well, we can't all be like you. Because it wasn't women who are like, well, we can't all be like you. It's almost all exclusively guys. And so whereas being slower, wasting time, I think explains some, not even majority, but some of the wage gap between men and women. Let me explain to you the poverty gap. Not all of you. My audience, you guys know, these are the people, obviously disproportionately men, the ones who came up to me, geez, man, why don't you chill out and relax, Cappy? I don't know how you do it. Can't all be like you. Must be nice. And one thing I've always gotten critique for, even as a little child, like my dad, I would say, let's just go. Let's just go. Why? Because my dad and the family were slow. We'd go here and we'd just sit and wait. I don't know. I can't remember what we were waiting on our dad. It was some fucking mind-numbing bullshit. Maybe it was important to him, but oh my God, hours waiting for this man to finish up whatever the hell he was doing. Just literally, your life is just being sucked out of you. Sit here in this corner, don't make noise. For like what seemed to be hours. I don't know. I'd have to go back and ask. Was it hours? Or was it just I was a kid and 15 minutes seemed like an hour? I'd say, let's just go. Let's go. Because we're doing boring shit. And they made fun of me. Let's just go. Let's just go. Well, geez. For the people that made fun of me about, I don't know, wanting to be efficient with my time. For the people that, well, you got to calm down. Relax, man. You know what? You need to relax. You need to relax. You need to relax. I don't know how you have no debt. So I'm giving up on the people, like you guys and the girls too. But you guys, I don't know how you do it. Yeah, that's why you're poor. The reason you're not, one of the many reasons, okay? One of the many reasons many of you normie conforming inferiors out there, not my audience, they listen to me, talking to you others out there. One of the main reasons you are in debt or just not where you want to be financially is you procrastinate and you're slow and you got no fucking hustle. I don't mean like a hustler mindset or a philosophy. Just go faster, right? Why aren't you going 5 miles an hour over the speed limit? Why aren't you, hey, let's get going? Like, they're all the same. They're all the same. Women are all the same. Even though I have a significantly superior girlfriend, she's still a woman. We're going to Home Depot for this. Let's go. And she'll have a tendency to want to, oh, what? Nope. Yank her back. Because we hold hands because we're fucking romantic when in public. Plus, you got to yank them back. Oh, shiny object. Oh, what about? Nope. We are here for this one thing, and we are getting the fuck out. I'll give you another one. How many examples would you like? You land on a plane, right? You're on a plane. You land. You got a car rental. You got to take the shuttle. The shuttle. Now, if the car rental place is already at the airport, don't matter. But you take the shuttle. You want to be first off that fucking shuttle to get to the car rental. Why are we sitting here? Why did I say, I'm going to leave you? You got to explain everything. Oh, you normal people, I got to explain everything to you. Here's the luggage. Take the luggage. Get off the fucking shuttle. Stand here. I'll be back with the car rental. Shut the fuck up and do what I fucking tell you. And then when those gates open up on the shuttle, boom. You want to see me power walk? I power walked it because then I'm not in the line. And oh my God, I saved 30 minutes. Legitimately 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. If you've been to Denver International Airport, never go with Alamo. Now, these are minor examples I've given you, but if you're always going faster and quicker and smarter than the other guy, and you save half an hour a day, does half an hour, let me know. You want to do the math? Let's do the fucking math. I am pissed about it because, oh, dude, the amount of fucking shit I caught from these inferior fucking now poorer than me people. Who, seriously, just me hustling alone. Let's do this. And by the way, I'm doing, you got to factor in vacation time. And no, because it's not just vacation time, it's enjoyment time too, right? Saturday, you guys got to run errands, right? This is why you go shopping in the early morning or late at night. 30 minutes a day times 365 days. You damn right I'm counting it all. That's 10,950 minutes. Let's do per year. Let's say 18 to death, 18 to 78. That's 60 years. Times 60 years, 657,000 minutes. Divide by 60. Do I do the math right on that? That is 10,000. Oh, that's right, because 60, that's 10,950 hours. Divided by a 2,000-hour work year. That's 5.5 years of full-time work. By having the fucking philosophy of let's just go. No, we're not wasting our time. Stop looking at it. Let's go. We're leaving now. Where are we leaving now? Because the girls are the guys don't. Guys never. Why are we leaving? They might have. Why are we in such a rush? Why are we in such vacation? Guys are like, why are we in such a rush? I don't care. Why are we in such a rush? Why am I poor and have a car loan and you don't have a car loan? I don't understand it. You make less than me. How are you richer than me? Girls always want to, why? Why are we doing it? Why? Which, by the way, takes more time. But I just showed you very quickly 5.5 years. Do you think eking out an extra 5.5 years of just going, by the way, it's not like this is more painful. You're just faster. You walk faster. It's probably healthier for you. Your heart rate goes down. You're eyeballing the aisles. There's the bachelor aisle. Nope, that woman with 18 things in her basket. And what I think pisses me off is where everyone's like, what's the rush? What's the rush? Bitch, we're going to die. How about that? That's the fucking rush. How about 5.5 years? Let's do, you want to do the median wage? 5.5 years times 50 grand. What is that? It's over $250,000 a year. Look at that. $273,000 worth of maybe absolute money saved, but certainly your time. I don't know. Could you use the extra $250,000? And I know choosing for everyone, male, female, doesn't matter. Choosing the right major, working more, right? This is universal. It doesn't really man or woman. Woman working $2,500 a year versus a man working $1,700. She's going to make more. But I don't know. Have you thought about going faster? Have you thought about managing your time better? Perhaps even more importantly, outside of work, so your life, like, for example, the the red bench is gonna go on a deck. I am not going to build a super big fancy deck, but the deck I am going to put in, I'm going to put in a composite decking so that it outlasts me. I don't wanna be staying in no deck, right? Can you guys do the math on that for an extra, it's not gonna be a big deck, let's just say $500 of materials and an extra 2 hours of my time to use decking material that doesn't need staining and maintenance. So let's say 2 hours, 4, 6 hours of my time, labor I gotta work up to pay for the materials, and the 2 hours of my extra time I gotta go and install the deck. I don't think it will take that longer. Let's just call it 6 hours of my time. I save myself 30 hours of lifetime staining my deck. Oh, probably 60 hours when you factor in going and getting, looking it up. I gotta buy the tools. Do I have the right stain? No, I gotta throw it away a paintbrush. Why in such a rush? I don't get it. Well, relax, Cappy. Take it easy. Where's all the money? I don't know how you do it. Or my favorite, everyone, no, not everyone. A lot of people critique the American work ethic. This is less now. But the Europeans, who are piss poor and being overrun by people that don't really want there anyway, but they don't got the balls to say it and need the US military. Oh, you Americans work too hard. You Americans work too hard. Why you learn to live? Why you learn to live? Like, and I make fun of a friend of mine because she really likes Spain. And it's always, oh, they know how to dance and they drink the wine. I say, oh, vino, bailar, fiestas, fiesta, mañana, mañana. ¿Por qué no dinero? And that's just not for Spain or other Spanish-speaking countries. That's all you fuckwits. Why are you such a rush? Why you relax? Why did you say, oh, why I get fat pig like you and sit and play video games all the time? Why don't I just not be in a rush? Why don't I just chill out, man? Chill out, man. And I get these same they are. Now they're old fuckwits like me. But these same fuckwits, they still don't make it. Some do. Some actually get it. Like, yeah, I get it. You're right. Yeah, thank you. All the other ones. It's not that I'm wealthier. Although because I don't have debt. It's that my house, my life, everything is better and more efficient. I have more free time because I put in the labor beforehand, because I eked out those extra things, and I invested the time savings in the things that would save future time. So, yes, in addition to help close the wage gap for women, we have choosing the right degree, working the same amount of hours as men, right? Let us also then add, why don't you go faster? However, especially for those of you who drive around, people just like, or you're behind some idiots in the checkout line. The 3 rules apply for everyone regardless, right? Everyone should major in the right thing. Everyone should work more. Shh. Everyone got their sitting down chairs? Those 2 reasons are why Asians are the #1 richest group in America. Wait, it's not because they're born in Asia? No, it's their culture and behaviors that correlate with the race they happen to be. You mean I can achieve it too? Yes, but I want to bitch and whine about the way I was born and claim that's why I can't have Asian money. Well, then enjoy being poor. But in addition to those 2 things for everybody, go faster. Stop being a fucking dope. All these Nebraskan tourists. You think South Dakotans are slow. Wait for the Nebraskan tourists to come up here. Oh my God. Go faster. Be aware of your surroundings, right? You guys all complain about the baby boomers that just stop in the middle of the aisles. You complain about the people at Walmart. Whoa, whoa. Yes, they're dumb. Yes, they're fat. You know what else they are? Slow. and they are not managing their I guarantee you they go out like, see, I gotta be efficient with my visits to Rapid City. It's a half an hour away. So I gotta go and hit all the and then sometimes I'll stay in town, I'm not gonna go home yet because I don't wanna come back. It's an hour round trip. So I like, okay, that's why I went to all the home improvement stores. I went to the Reuse It Center. I went to the antique stores, none of which happen to have a bench. But I get it all in. You think they have that efficiency? You think they got that intelligence? No, they don't. "Hey, what's going on again? I'm going this is sure nice living on welfare and having EBT cards and everything paid for. I'm gonna walk down to the gas station again and get some vapes." Whatever the hell you poor people do. I don't know. I was poor. In my day being poor, we didn't have vapes. I I couldn't afford it. I was like the real poor, not the living on welfare and having everybody else pay for my shit poor. I was like, yeah, there ain't no money and I don't qualify for anything type of poor. So there you go. Not only for women, but for poor people. If you would like to start closing these gaps, go faster. Manage your time better. And like I said before, not just for work, but for at the house. Free up some time. Then maybe you got time. I'm tired. I'm staying. Oh man, I had a busy day. Yeah, I bet you could have cut it down by 50% if you sat and thought about it. I bet you could. But you didn't because you're slow. You're dumb. You're not efficient. And it took you 2 to 3 times the amount of time it took me to do it. And that's why you're tired. And that's why I got an extra hour and a half in the evening to do what I want. Anyway, link below is worthless. The young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major for ladies, those of you who would like to not be poor and actually make as much as men, perhaps more. Please go get that book. There's also a link to my Amazon affiliate link, and you'll look at the link, you'll say, but wait, it says olderbrother.com/donate. That doesn't sound like an Amazon link. You're right, because the Amazon link is about this long with all the code in it. And instead, I have a website called olderbrother.com. And if you go to the /donate page, you'll see that there's like PayPal, something else, and then the Amazon link. It's just easier to remember olderbrother.com/donate. Click on the Amazon banner, do all your shopping there. Cappy, do I have to log in first? No, you don't. Just go there, click on it. Do I have to do my shopping before or after? You just click, as long as you click on that banner first, you do your shopping, then log in, or log in and then do your shopping, it still counts. All right, still counts. Cappy, do I pay anything more? No, you don't. And the reason I'm pushing it so much is YouTube is messing with stuff. And let's just be honest, how many people thought it would last this long? So what I'm trying to do is get people just get into the habit. Like if you want to support Cappy, in the inevitable point in time that whatever, we get demonetized or YouTube goes somewhere, they're doing a lot of ads too. I just diversify my revenue stream. If you would kindly, it doesn't cost you anything. Just get into the habit of shopping through my Amazon affiliate link and doing all your Amazon purchases through there. That's surprisingly one of the number one things you can do, and it doesn't cost you anything more. And then that way, if whatever Amazon goes away, or I'm sorry, YouTube goes away, then you're like, oh well, I got the revenue here. Then I can buy my bench, which I already own the red paint to. I just got to find a good used bench. Go to the super chats. After this, I'm going to work on the car because I couldn't find a bench to paint. Bob, $2, laugh out loud. 90% of networking is a waste of time. Oh, don't even get me started about networking events. Fuck that. I'm so happy I'm not in business. I like working for a company anymore. Femboy Fantasia, $2, YouTube. More comments. Also YouTube. Aggressive censor. Right, exactly. That's why YouTube has improved. I'd say past 4 years. But I just don't trust it. I mean, how can you? Who did they was it Smash JT? It was somebody else. It's never been I've never been comfortable with it. Never. I'm thankful for it. Kind of like the service. But while we're here, if you guys kindly would just bookmark olderbrother.com/donate. Ruby, $2, new guy. Don't see too many alone lady hunters backpackers. You mean like women that are hunters, like out in the field hunting or hikers? Yeah, not a lot. It's a minority. Um, and the gals that do, no shade on them. They're not lingerie models. They're in shape, but you look at it like, ooh, oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Want to get a beer after this and throw some horseshoes? I haven't. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Ruby, $2. When you must hunt to live, hustle means something. Yes. Well, maybe it was because I hated school so much, but I just wanted that fucking bell to ring and get the hell out. I was so excited to leave school during summer break, that last day of school. It's just, I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to run errands. Maybe the rest of society's been so successfully brainwashed, you all take it. Like, you stand in commutes, you stand in lines. We're in no rush to go. You could not pay me to go to Disney World or Great America. I'm not standing in line. People who get a number, it's a 45-minute wait for brunch. Okay. Gee, no wonder you're poor. Ruby, again, $2. The wage gap isn't a thing because it's biological. No, it's not biological. If you go and control for oh, there was another variable on par with being faster. It is a degree choice. It is hours worked per week or per year. Nothing which has to do with gender. It just happens women choose that, but nothing prevents women from working more. Nothing prevents women from choosing accounting. Another thing, a choice women do, which I don't know if I'd call it sexist or not, but it's something women should be aware of, is women do not negotiate enough for pay raises. That's something you girls can do. That's another thing. That was like the third one. I would put my observation that women are slower or gossipy or not got that hustle, though not relegated to them purely. That's another thing. Um, but none of these are gender. They have a higher frequency in different genders, but that does not mean men are not showing up as much, choosing dumb degrees, not good at negotiating wages, and not gossiping. Dude, hey bro, what you got for your fantasy football, bro? Oh my god, no. There's no fantasy football. You're showing up. What I would do is, you're here for 4 hours a day. Get your work done. Get the fuck out. Then go talk. I would. I'd be like, we could do a 6-hour workday. That way you avoid rush hour traffic. We get all our work, but there's no coffee talk. There's no fantasy football. This is the type of shop we're running because I want to be home myself. It's not gender. That's my whole point. I'm trying to really, ladies, you could close the wage gap. This should be welcome news. But here's the question. Do you really want to close the wage gap, or do you want more pay for lesser work and to just bitch about it? That's my question. Are you willing to work to close the wage gap? Because it's a difference essentially in time and effort. Do you want to put in the extra time and effort, or do you just want to bitch about it? This is why people are tired of listening to women complain in the wage gap, because no, you just want lower standards. But if you're serious, ladies, you want to close the wage gap, which would be good for you, and I want you to make as much money as possible. There you go. But the audience of, it's because I got a vagina. No, we're done with that. People so don't care about that anymore. Sup a zippy, $5. It's why I love small but quick motorcycles, especially in rural North Carolina, California hellscape. So much miles per gallon than a Prius and basket weave traffic. Oh, that's right. You could split lanes in California, can't you? Drew, $2. All you need is love, man. Why you relax and just take it easy? Do you know how many hippies are just piss poor right now? Like the true believers and they never grew up in the 80s and got jobs. It's hilarious watching them. It's hilarious. Plop, 400 yen? De-shitification funds. Thank you very much, sir, for the de-shitification funds. Today's donations go to probably buying a bench online. Sup a zippy, $5. Also, if you have an old Crown Victoria cop car and a motorcycle and know how to wrench, you really don't need any other vehicle in your life. I am I have my car that I want to buy several of. I won't mention what it is because I don't want anyone else buying them up. I want people to know how good this car is. I just don't have anywhere to put extra cars. There's a car that I love. It's not a fancy car. It is so reliable. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I wanna buy these up." But I can't put them anywhere. So, Drew, $2. Another reason to not live downtown is these protests. Oh, is there protests going on today? There was one in Rapid City today. I didn't know what was going on, but the signs are such shit, I couldn't see what it was about. And it was all baby boomers, like, it was all old people, so I was like, "Yeah, you're paid. I'm not paying attention." Sup a zippy, $5. Also, Crown Victoria has a 2-inch taller hitch kit and works as good, more comfortable, and less registration than an F-150 or 1500 Dodge Chevy. Um, mean like for weight? That's kinda specific to state, isn't it? Alright, there you guys go. I am here to help you, ladies. I'm 100% serious about that. You get to choose. You get to choose reality or your feelings. They are not the same. They will never, that Venn diagram, women's feelings is one circle and reality is another circle. They never overlap. So get rid of your feelings and let's grow up now. Let's close this wage gap. And you might as well stop bitching about it because no one cares anymore. If anything, it deters people from investing in you. Oh, wait, one more. Star Killer Obol, 50 Polish zlotys. A 99% that went right for me went right because I put time and effort into them. And the opposite is also true. Absolutely. Typically, I start doing something, I suck at it, but after a while, it usually clicks. I'm getting good at cleaning engine bays. And if you want to do something to like just improve your mechanical ability, start taking apart your engine. Okay, obviously, but the components and everything around it. And then just start cleaning it up. You'll get confidence. And it starts looking pretty too. All right, that's it. See you guys later. Toodles.